The next few months for Borderlands 3 are going to be very exciting. Gearbox just revealed the spring post-launch content schedule at PAX East, and it looks and sounds really great, and there's really something big to look forward to each month. In this video, I'll run down everything they announced, plus show you the new footage that you already see right here, and some screenshots as well. Would be really nice if you could leave a like on the video, and let's go. Let's start with the first item on the spring content roadmap, the second DLC expansion that will be part of the Season Pass, but can of course also be bought separately. And Gearbox actually teased this DLC already with the recent Broken Hearts event, where we already had these weird tentacles, including this octopus-like weapon trinket as a reward, and well, that was a tease for this new Guns, Love and Tentacles, the Marriage of Wainwright and Hammerlock DLC. We already learned in the main story that the two like each other, and now they want to celebrate their wedding on a brand new planet called Xylaros. It's a snowy area that we did not really see in Borderlands 3, apart from Skywell, but that was just one map, while we of course famously started in a snowy part of Pandora in Borderlands 2. And the new zones look very gorgeous, and in some of the regions we can use our vehicles from the looks of it, and there are even new vehicle skins that we can earn. Overall, I kind of get a spooky vibe, and it looks like they took some inspiration from Lovecraft, the American horror fiction writer of course. And I liked shooting the loader bots again, and we of course got some new variants in the Handsome Jackpot, but we of course knew these enemies already. But here in this second DLC, we got many new wildlife and creatures to shoot, like these aggressive hounds, a wolf-like creature, and also these mutated Frankenstein monsters. I think we can guess their weak spot right, and there seem to be a ton of other creatures that hopefully change the gameplay up quite a lot. And then we also have the occultists that look very cool, and one of them for example has one arm that is holding a gun, and the other one is a tentacle that he can hit you with as well. And totally correct me if I'm wrong, but this might be one of the new snipers that we can get. We see Hammerlock use this one as well, so maybe it's a quest reward. Overall, I only see familiar weapons apart from this one that Flag is using. It kind of looks like a Fearmonger or other E-Tech guns, but it's yellow, so I would not be surprised if this was actually a new weapon. But again, your input is more than welcome in the comments down below. And one way to get legendaries in this new DLC are these rifts. And maybe you remember my previous video where we talked about the Iridium rifts icons that were found in the files on the PC. And maybe those icons are linked to the rifts that we now see in this trailer. I think it's possible. Overall, the story of this DLC is that there's a fallen vault monster under a town called Curse Haven, and you are supposed to go there, but then find out about these occultists who worship this fallen vault monster and want to break up the relationship between Wainwright and Hammerlock. So we of course have to fight back and also meet Gage, the playable DLC class from Borderlands 2, my main from Borderlands 2 by the way, who looks very good in Borderlands 3. And there was already an Easter egg about this character in the Meridian outskirts, where we learned that the Holloway robots that we see a lot of in Borderlands 3 are actually based on Deathtrap, who is of course the buddy from Gage. Well, it seems like we will be fighting alongside her, so really cool. The DLC launches on Thursday, March 26th, so pretty soon actually already. I really can't wait. And before we look at all the free content that is coming after this Season Pass DLC, and we actually already have a tease at what the third expansion will be about. No, but I first want to touch on the Steam launch that will actually be happening before March 26th. Namely on March 13th. Because that is when the 6-month exclusivity deal from the Epic Game Store will end, and then you can buy it on Steam and play there if that is what you prefer. There will be PC crossplay between Steam and the Epic Game Store, so that's pretty great. And Gearbox announced that other features like being able to mill weapons between the two PC versions will be coming later. And now let's move on to what is happening in April, because we namely get Mayhem Mode 2.0 in a free so-called endgame update that month. We can expect overhauled modifiers. We already learned that they want to make them more positive, like we saw in Mayhem 4, instead of having the negative effects, so that we will be like re-rolling the area multiple times until we get like the Mayhem modifiers that we want. So it seems like a full rework of that system. I'm really curious to see how it will work. They also say more fun, more loot, more mayhem. So hopefully this also means that we get some new like Mayhem Mode 5 specific legendaries, that we also saw back in November when they added Mayhem Mode 4. We will at least have some new legendaries though, thanks to the Revenge of the Cartel event, where we have to take out cartel operatives and then get unique rewards from killing them. Sounds like these enemies will show up in random parts of the main game, maybe comparable to the Hearts or the Ghosts from the Bloody Harvest event. And this also seems to be the first event that is not linked to a real world thing, so that is quite cool. And it overall sounds more exciting than shooting hearts, like now we have to take out special enemies, so I'm all for that. Really curious what this will be. Before we look at the new takedown that will be coming in May and some other things that will be coming after that, I want to highlight the giveaway of this video that I of course like to do every video. You can namely win a Linnock, one of my favorite weapons in the game, on level 53. All you need to do is reply to the pinned comment with your PlayStation Network ID, because that is where I play, so that's where I can send you the gun. And I still see many people that put their PlayStation Network ID in a random comment. It really needs to be under the pinned comment as a reply, otherwise it sadly doesn't count. Would be nice if you are a subscriber of the channel as well before you enter, and congrats to Don't Defy Your Fate for winning the awesome 53 Gutsman with the nice anoint. I will send you a friend request, and if you accept it, then I will send you the gun. So as already said, in May we will get the second takedown, and to be fair, I hoped we would have one a little earlier than this. The last one was of course in November, so now 6 months later we get a new one. It is Iridium team though, so that's quite cool, because there are just a few areas in the game where we have to fight these cool enemies. And especially the areas that you go back to farm do not include these types of guardians, or there's no slaughter shaft dedicated to them. So really cool that they focus a takedown on this enemy faction. Hopefully we get more variants of these enemies, as we saw in the Molly 1 takedown of course as well. And they could do some very cool bosses, so can't wait to see that. This time around, the takedown should also feature new cosmetics, something I don't think we had in the previous takedown. And they also confirmed that the ability to switch between the regular takedown mode and the true takedown mode will be available at launch, so then you can have the takedown scale to your team size, or have it always scaled to 4 players. So then it's of course a harder challenge, but it gives you more loot. And they also teased the third season pass expansion that will be coming in the summer, so maybe June or a little later. And all we know is that it will be about outlaws and dinosaurs, and this concept art that they showed looks amazing. And it might be about Clay. You likely remember this guy, right? From the main story, Together We Freed Reliance. Maybe he has a bigger plan this time that involves dragons or dinosaurs. Maybe it includes a vehicle that is a creature this time, would be really cool. Gearbox will announce more details when we get closer to the release, but right now I'm already glad that we have an idea of what we can expect in the coming months. First up is likely a new update that will prepare us for the second DLC. We saw that for the Handsome Jackpot 2. I expect that 1 week before the release, so on March 19th. Maybe they will do more events, and for sure they will do more hotfixes, so you can totally expect more Borderlands 3 videos. You can expect one already pretty soon, because there was already a hotfix that I want to talk about. And there might be more like info out of that PAX East panel that we want to discuss here in a future video, because 2K was kind enough to give me a heads up, so we could already bring you the info as soon as possible. But yeah, totally expect more Borderlands 3 content very soon, so totally subscribe for everything Borderlands 3 if you haven't already. Like the video to support the channel, and check out my previous video on items that you want to get before it's too late. You can watch it by clicking on the screen, or after the gamble session that Dennis and I always like to do at the end of a Borderlands 3 video. And Dennis, what did you like? What was the most exciting part about the post-launch plan for you?
Oh man, there's so much to be excited about now. To be honest with you, I really like the new enemy designs they showed for DLC 2, but the little teaser they showed from the third DLC, I think that looks most exciting to me. I'm really curious to see what that's about, and it looked really cool. So
yeah, I totally agree, and I think your Clay sort of theory that it might be about him is pretty on point. I think you might be right. Ooh, you got 7?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit.
Oh!
What is this?
Whoa!
Okay, so it's 19 again.
Damn it.
I'm not sure if I got lucky or unlucky there, but...
No, very lucky. That's pretty high. I mean, 21 is the highest, so... Okay, let's see if I can beat that by going to the next table. Okay, Dennis, 19, you say? I got 20 in one go!
What? What? So I did get unlucky after all.
No, this is just... I never had this before. So,
That's insane.
Yeah, okay, let's stand.
I hope you get a legendary from this. Ah. That's too bad.
Yeah. The rewards from this are never really good. But yeah, of course, subscribe for everything Borderlands 3 and follow us on twitch.tv/JorRaptor as well for the weekly Borderlands stream, where we also talk about the new stuff coming to the game and just play the game. Like the video to support the channel and check out our previous video, again on that VIP service that you totally want to check out before they remove it, because you can get some awesome cosmetics there. Very excited about the future of Borderlands 3, and I hope you will be along for the ride. Thanks a lot for watching, and goodbye.